वनक्कम, मैं हैदर अली सैयद आसिफगम से यूनाइटेड अंडर Pandiyan.
Some of the Quran verses on the Pandiyans. The Pandiyan symbol is a twin fish. Twin fish represent yin-yang. People also ask, is yin-yang a symbol of balance? The yin-yang, an ancient symbol of harmony and balance, challenges the conventional association of light with good and darkness with evil. Yin-yang stands for the balance. Remember, whenever there is disbalance in society, to fix that disbalance, God has appointed His representative on the earth. Quran chapter 2 verse 30 reminds about that representative appointed by God on earth. I read Quran and mention, O Muhammad, when your Lord said to the angels, indeed, I will make upon the earth a successive authority. They said, will you place upon it one who causes corruption therein and sheds blood, while we declare your praise and sanctify you? Allah said, indeed, I know that which you do not know. First Pandiyan Sangam established by SivaN the Pandiyan at Kumari Kandam. SivaN in Tamil means God representative on the earth. SivaN in Tamil means God omnipotent. God representative on the earth translated into Arabic means Khalifa. SivaN in Arabic language means Khalifa. The Pandiyan are the God representative on the earth. They the successive authority on the earth. The Pandiyan a leader of Kumri people. Any person from Kumri, if they reject SivaN the Pandiyan, they reject God and reject God-guided path called Asivagam. Remember, the Pandiyan is the first Siddha whom God taught by pen, giving him information on all subjects. Quran chapter 96 verse 1 to 5 reminds about first Siddha. Quran chapter 96 verse 6 to 7 further says that among Pandiyans some are straight with knowledge, thinking they are self-sufficient. I read Quran. Recite in the name of your Lord who created man from a clinging substance. Recite, and your Lord is the most generous, who taught by the pen, taught man that which he knew not. No, but, indeed, man transgresses because he sees himself self-sufficient. Quran chapter 96, verse 6 to 7. No, but, indeed, man transgresses because he sees himself self-sufficient. Remember, generation before Noah floods was far more advanced than this current generation that came after the flood. I quote Quran chapter 6 verse 6. Have they not seen how many generations we destroyed before them, which we had established upon the earth as we have not established you? And we sent rain from the sky upon them in showers and made rivers flow beneath them. Then we destroyed them for their sins and brought forth after them a generation of others. Generation of others refers to generation from Noah, the Mediterranean people. Written form of Tamil given to first Siddha. Adam taught oral Tamil language. Remember when God announced about SivaN the Pandiyan in the assembly of demon and angels at paradise before the creation of Adam. Lucifer knew about SivaN the Pandiyan whom God has given the authority over the earth. That's why when Lucifer was granted his wish to be immortal, Lucifer said he will misguide all. Lucifer agreed he will not be able to misguide those successive authority whom God has chosen for himself. I read Quran chapter 15 verse 32 to 42, which tells mankind about the conversation between Lucifer and God. I quote, Allah said, O Iblis, what is the matter with you that you are not with those who prostrate? He, Lucifer, said, never would I prostrate to a human whom you created out of clay from an altered black mud. Allah said, then get out of it, for indeed, you are expelled. And indeed, upon you is the curse until the day of recompense. He, Lucifer, said, my Lord, then reprieve me until the day they are resurrected. Allah said, so indeed, you are of those reprieved. Until the day of the time well known. Lucifer said, my Lord, because you have put me in error, I will surely make disobedience attractive to them on earth, and I will mislead them all, except among them, your chosen servants. Allah said, this is a path of return to me, that is, straight. Indeed, my servants, no authority will you have over them, except those who follow you of the deviators. And indeed, hell is the promised place for them all. Summary and explanation. 1. He, Lucifer, said, My Lord, then reprieve me until the day they are resurrected. Allah said, so indeed, you are of those reprieved, until the day of the time well known. Lucifer is requesting to be immortal till day of resurrection. God granted Lucifer wish to be immortal till day well known. Day well known refers to the day the Pandiyan would end Greater Kalyugam and re-establish Sangam era once again. On that well-known day Kali Purusha Dark Lord Lucifer would die. 2. Lucifer said, My Lord, because you have put me in error, I will surely make disobedience attractive to them on earth, and I will mislead them all, except among them your chosen servants. Lucifer knew about God-appointed Viskiran successive authority whom God would appoint on the earth. Lucifer agreed he will not be able to mislead the chosen servant whom God has appointed for himself. Who are those chosen servant appointed by God whom Lucifer has no authority to mislead them? Noted down well, they are the Pandiyans whom God has appointed for himself as God representative on the earth. 3. Allah said, this is a path of return to me, that is, straight. Indeed, my servants, no authority will you have over them, except those who follow you of the deviators. Note, here God said the path which God will give to his chosen servant, whoever follows that path will lead straight to God. Asivagam means soul, DNA inside human body made of the earthly material. Asivagam in short means self. Human are three in one, God is one and only. Self in Arabic language means nafs. Self in Hebrew language means nafesh. Asivagam equals self equals nafs equals nafesh. Meditation only way to connect with soul and DNA inside human body. Meditation only way to connect with Supreme Conscious through Kundalini Chakra awakening. So I read Quran chapter 15 verse 41 once again. Allah said, this is a path of return to me, that is, straight. 4. Allah further says, indeed, my servants, no authority will you have over them, except those who follow you of the deviators. Note, how can Lucifer have authority over God representative on the earth whom God has given authority? Allah further says his appointed servant Lucifer will have no authority except among them who on their own will deviate from straight path which leads straight to God. 5. And indeed, hell is the promised place for them all. Whoever leave the straight path given to first Siddha, whether being a Pandiyan or non-Pandiyan, they all will go to hell. Please remember the password to heaven and password to Satyugam. It is Asivagam first Siddha, SivaN the Pandiyan. Please note it down well. Dhulkarnain, the Arabic term for the Pandiyans. Dhulkarnain in Arabic language means king of two generations. Noah alias Murugan is the new generation. Pandiyan are the king of two generations, which means king of Kumri and king of Mediterranean people. Dhulkarnain in Arabic also means two horns. Two horns refers to bull. Bull, a symbol of the Pandiyans. As God has given the authority over the earth, the Pandiyans, Dhulkarnain, rule by their authority. Sometime by following first Siddha path. Sometimes they astray from the straight path. Administration by the Pandiyan based on first Siddha policies. That timeline is called Age of Satyugam. When the Pandiyans astray from straight path, that timeline is called Kalyugam. I will read few verses from Quran where God left the decision to be taken by the Pandiyans, Dhulkarnain as God has appointed the Pandyans as successive authority on earth. I read Quran chapter 18 verse 83 to 88. Pandiyan, Dhulkarnain travel around earth by plane. I quote, and they ask you, O Muhammad, about Dhulkarnain, Pandiyan, who travel by air. Say, I will recite to you about him a report. Indeed we established him upon the earth, and we gave him to everything away, all mode of transportation. So he followed away until, when he reached the setting of the sun, he found it, as if, setting in a spring of dark mud, and he found near it a people. Allah said, O Dhulkarnain, either you punish them, or else adopt among them a way of goodness. Allah said, O Dhulkarnain, either you punish them, or else adopt among them a way of goodness. Note Allah gave a choice to Dhulkarnain, Pandiyan to judge those people. Remember as Allah given the authority on earth to the Pandiyan, so God did not interfere in the Pandiyan's decision. Quran further says, He, Dhulkarnain, Pandiyan, said, to those people from bloodline of Cain, as for one who wrongs, we will punish him. Then he will be returned to his Lord. And he will punish him with a terrible punishment. But as for one, among the bloodline of Cain, who believes in Asivagam, and does righteousness, he will have a reward of paradise. And we will speak to him from our command with these. Please note the flying king among the Pandyans first traveled by air to Europe, then America, and last he reached at the two mountains bordering China and Mongolia. Mongolian are Gog and Magog. One of the Pandyans he strayed from straight path given by God to first Siddha and created a concept of cosmopolitan city. They to run the cosmopolitan city gave importance to Noor alias Murugan alias Marduk, who is the Kuldevam of Mediterranean people. They ignored the first Siddha. That's why I say Kalyugam runs in the name of Mediterranean people. Mediterranean people's Kuldevam called Marduk alias Noor alias Murugan. Greater Kalyugam runs in the name of Abraham. Greater Kalyugam administration run by members from bloodline of Abraham, members from bloodline of Cain, and some straight people from Kumri. Password to Satyugam is SivaN the Pandiyan. Password to Satyugam is Asivagam first Siddha. The last verse from Quran regarding Kumri people and their king Pandiyan is from Quran chapter 11 verse 48 to 49, where it reminds about Kumri people after flood will enjoy for a while then a painful torment, referring greater Kalyugam. Recent genocide of Kumri people happened in Sri Lanka and the world is silence over it. I quote Quran chapter 11 verse 48 to 49. It was said, O Noah, disembark from the boat, in security from us and blessings upon you and upon nations, descending from those with you, referring to Mediterranean people whose Kuldevam was Noor alias Murugan alias Marduk. But other nations, of Kumri people, we will grant enjoyment, then there will touch them from us a painful punishment. That is from the news of the unseen which we reveal to you, O Muhammad. You knew it not, neither you nor your people, before this. So be patient, indeed, the best outcome is for the righteous. Please note many Pandyans princess married among Mediterranean people and among family of Abraham. That's why Quran chapter 3 verse 33 to 34 says, I quote, Indeed, Allah chose Adam and Noah and the family of Abraham and the family of Imran over the world's descendants, some of them from others. And Allah is hearing and knowing. Remember Noor alias Murugan from bloodline of Seth alias Siva the Pandiyan. Pandiyan princess married Mediterranean peoples. So story of the earth rotates around SivaN the Pandiyan, whom God has appointed as vice-current successive authority on the earth. To all the Pandiyan, remember your duties. Quran a reminder for people of the book. people of first Siddha, so that they can establish straight path given by God to first Siddha.
Thank you.